What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bullwinkle Blueprint. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing day. Hopefully your day's over. Don't forget, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got the live show going on the Bullwinkle, the Rip Bullwinkle channel. Make sure you come on over and check it out. As always, hit that subscribe button and make sure you press that thumbs up. It is the ultimate way to support the channel. And oh man, you're in for a treat. If you thought the XRP rally was cooling off, you better think again, because something just reactivated, and not in a small way. We're talking about structural flows, ETF buying pressure, macro alignment, and a breakout that looks almost identical to previous mega rallies. This is the kind of setup that goes from, it's a nice little pump, to this is a nuclear level melt up. But before people even realize what's happening, let's jump straight on into it. You can see it right here. Bitcoin, it ripped 6% right at open. First day after your ETF ban is lifted, and then boom, 1 billion in IBIT volume within the first 30 minutes. The tweet jokingly calls it the Vanguardians having some degen in them, and honestly, you know, it's not wrong. Here's the thing. Vanguard is notorious for being ultra conservative. They basically treat volatility like it's radioactive, right? They want nothing to do with it. So when movement like this happens, the moment your gates opens, it tells you the big money wasn't just waiting, that they were itching to deploy that capital, right? But the momentum that just happened, it doesn't just happen randomly. It is coordinated. It is positioning. It's pent up liquidity, and it sets the tone for everything else we are about to cover. Because let's move over to this one, because this one big. It says historically, altcoin to Bitcoin pairs outperform when QT ends. And guess what? We're entering that window right now. What does that mean in normal human language so everyone can understand? Because you hear QT, QE, Q this, Q that. People don't really understand what it means. When the Fed stops draining liquidity, all coins stop getting suffocated. They breathe again. During previous cycles, this is when your dominance shifted. It's when your capital rotated and the real alt season aggression began. These next few months could get very, very interesting. But if you zoom out a little bit, interesting might be an understatement. QT ending, ETF inflow, structural demand. It's exactly the kind of environment where XRP historically, it doesn't just move, but it absolutely detonates, folks. And speaking of XRP, do a quick little market update. Bitcoin coming in at 92,877. It's currently up 6.37%. Ethereum coming in at 3,077. It's up over 9%. And XRP, yeah, buddy, it's coming in at $2.17. It is up over 7%, as your total cryptocurrency market cap is back over 3 trillion. Here are the important numbers you need to remember. Bitcoin needs to break 94, then it needs to break 97, and it needs to break 100. XRP needs to break about 2.25 in order to get a push up back into that 250 range, which then hopefully send us back above $3. That's what I'm looking at. That is what you should be paying attention to. Then coming in over from XRPrightnow.com. If you're not getting your Ripple and XRP news from them, I don't know what you're doing. We got this article published this morning called XRP Rally, triggered by bullish technicals. I'm going to sum it up for you, but you can go give this a full-on read. So here's the big one. XRP didn't just poke through $2.10, right? It smashed 210, and it had a lot of volume behind it. A lot of volume behind it. And that matters more than anything. Why? Because the only thing that every real rally confirms is the momentum behind it, right? We got a multi-year high on the XRP ledger. You got your AMMs finally delivering real usage. Regulatory clarity, which we spoke about a lot in the first video of the day, is bringing builders in. And then we got the RSI flashing the same pattern we saw before previous monster rallies. Now look, it's rare to get every signal lined up at once. Your technicals, your on-chains, your macros. XRP hasn't looked this structurally bullish in years, probably not since 2020, to be honest with you. And everyone who's been here for a while, well, they know when XRP starts moving, it doesn't freaking walk, man. It sprints. This breakout, it's not hype. It is math. It's flows. It's demand. It's all of that coming together at one time. And then we're going to jump over to this. Let's talk iTrust. Let's talk about the #1 crypto IRA platform out there that lets you stack Bitcoin, XRP, all the other top crypto assets, all with a tax advantage status. If you're serious about your long-term worth, this is one of your smartest plans out there. Use my link, you get 100 free bucks. We talk about the custody account a lot. No monthly fees, low cost when you are trying to cash out. You have nothing to worry about, no hacks, no clicking the wrong link, no emails, no spoof, no spam. It's all in there. And the only way your crypto can move is out into your bank account. And remember, iTrust does not hold your capital. It goes to the institutional grade custody, which is Coinbase and Fidelity, to name two of them. Pay attention, folks, especially if you're looking to hold this thing for another 4 to 5 years. Sleep great at night. And then Smoke put this out: the year of active crypto implementations. Very interesting. This is from Barclays Private Bank. And it states in here that Barclays is stepping into and confirming 2026 as the year of active crypto implementations. That's not some random influencer talking. I hope you understand that. That is institutional language for we're onboarding this stuff and integrating it into the financial system. Banks move slow until they don't. Every cycle, the big players give early signals, and this is one of them. So now think about it. Why does this matter for XRP? It's simple. Because XRP is one of the few assets positioned in the cross-border settlement liquidity on demand niche that real institutions actually need. Not memes, not narratives, utility. And now banks are basically saying, hey, well, the timeline, it's confirmed. That's fuel being thrown on an already ignited fire, which gets us over to this. This one's sneaky, but it's probably the most meaningful tweet out of everything that we've seen in quite some time. Everyone hypes up BlackRock, right? Everyone knows BlackRock. But how about Vanguard? Because Vanguard is like the giant behind everyday America. And people don't realize that. Vanguard's the #1 in retirement savings. They're the #1 in direct to consumer investing. And they are the #1 in passive long-term capital. They control the flow of average Americans' money, folks. If that group starts opening the doors to Bitcoin exposure, even gradually, it is game over. Passive capital is the strongest capital. Remember that. It buys every week, every month, through every dip. It doesn't panic and it doesn't stop. And this is where it gets insane, because we have one more piece of information I want to show you that's going to tie everything together. This is your final confirmation. ETF clients, the same class of capital that just sent Bitcoin to new highs, they brought in over 67.7 million worth of XRP, bringing the total ETF held XRP to 845 million. That's not retail. That is not hype. These are institutions allocating into XRP quietly, strategically, and aggressively, and is happening every single day. Remember, I told you the clock starts once we get 5 live. We have 4 live. We're waiting on 21 shares and Wisdom Tree to get up and running. It should happen within the first 2 weeks of December. Folks, it's going to get crazy out there. It's going to heat up. This XRP is going to be scooped up and gobbled up. Something like you never seen before. When you connect all of these pieces, your liquidity shift, QT ending institutional flows, XRP breaking major resistance, banks confirming the timelines, and ETFs quietly loading up. Hey, the picture we're looking at, it's undeniable. This isn't a random rally that's about to happen. This is the beginning of a structural reawakening. XRP isn't just moving, it is reactivating. And the mega rally, it's officially back on. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you come to the live stream tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see all y'all on the next one.